Hello, and welcome back to another fun-filled edition of Bet
The House.
I am your pal, Dante, Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, here with my good friend, Felipe, Cuba, Libre, and we had ourselves one hell
of a week
last week.
Yeah.
3-1 against the spread, and we hit ourselves our first ever XFL parlay. 1-0 in parlays, no big deal. We just thought, I forgot to pay you. Here's your winnings. Oh, it's not 100, not 200, not 300, not 400, not 500, not 600, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, not 14, not 15, but $1,600 you could have just won listening to Dante and Felipe?
I only counted 10. I think you need
you know what? Here's a little extra. Here's a little extra. Bobby jokes over here. Here's a little extra for you, sweetheart.
Buy you a new camera.
Woman over there. Here's a little for you, sweetheart.
Twerk some.
Everybody could have been very, very rich if you just listened to your friends Dante and Felipe. Not to make a big deal about it, but we know a few things about the XFL. That's right, it's raining all over the place, and we're going to make it rain again for you guys. We do not have a parlay. I didn't like any of these things to set up a parlay this week, but we do have 4 solid picks against the spread. We are 6-2 overall on the year against the spread. That's going to make you a nice bit of change if you just listen to us. Why don't we start with our first game of the weekend, the Houston Roughnecks.
H-Town.
Your Houston Roughnecks going on the road, taking on the Tampa Bay Vipers, who are trash.
The Tampon Bay?
The Tampon Bay Vipers. Yeah, they might as well be. They're playing their first home game of the season. Well, I hope you Tampa Bay fans are going to have a good time getting your ass beat, because that is what is going to happen. Houston, P.J. Walker, right now, the runaway XFL MVP. I know it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Dude's just slinging it. P.J. Walker, fun fact, has more touchdown passes by himself than every other XFL team does, just as a team, but in general.
Plus, he has more touchdown passes than Johnny Walker and Jimmy Dynamite Walker.
All of them, too.
Yeah.
These are not lies. He's telling you the truth.
Fun
those
facts.
Guys don't play. But I think the Vipers they've had no offensive touchdowns. They had 1 touchdown last week. It was a pick 6 on defense. They have not scored offensively at all in the end zone. So why are they going to start now? They're not. It doesn't matter even if they did. I think the Roughnecks win this one in a blowout. Take out your hammer. You give the 6.5 points. You're not even, if it was 10 points, I'd tell you to take the Roughnecks still. Yeah. Roughnecks are going to win this one in a blowout. Roughnecks, minus 6.5. Take out the hammer and smash that one.
Smash that.
That's how it goes.
See, I smashed it
We've
so
been
hard.
We've been smashing winning bets so much this season that his hammer's broken here. So don't worry, you got a little change. You can buy yourself a new one.
Yeah, I'm going to get some Cialis for it. It'll work.
We're moving on to our second game of the weekend, the Saturday 4 p.m. kickoff. The Dallas Renegades and the Seattle Dragons. Dallas is a 5-point road favorite here. Dallas and Seattle both got their first wins of the season last week, so they're both 1-1 here. I think Seattle, they got that big home momentum last week with their first game at home. They had about 29,000 people in the game, or at the field watching them. They don't have a great offense. They've played a Vipers team who I just talked about how they're garbage. I don't think the Vipers were a good judge of character. I think Seattle is just not going to be able to hang with this Dallas team who looked a lot better with Landry Jones under center last week instead of whoever this idiot Instagram model was that was there week 1. Landry Jones under center gives them the lead early, I think. They use Cameron Otis-Payne, who had a hell of a week last week, to run the ball, run out the clock, finish it. Dallas wins by at least a touchdown. You give the 5 points. You take the Renegades. minus 5 over the Dragons. Smash that one. Moving on to our first game of Sunday, the 2 p.m. Sunday kickoff, guys. Here, throw a little bit of cash on there, throw a little bit of cash over there. You're going to be fine. All right, so this one, St. Louis had the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Rams moved over to Los Angeles. So St. Louis hasn't had a football team in a while. Well, the Battlehawks started the season on the road for the first 2 weeks. They're 1-1. They fell to the Roughnecks last week, but they beat Dallas week 1. They're going to have their first home game. They're going to be ramped up. They're going to go out there against the Guardians team who got shut out. I believe it was 27-0 last week. Guardians got shut out. Matt McGloin, former Oakland Raider, looked like trash.
Ow, my groin!
Threw a pick threw a pick 6, was not having these sideline interviews. But I think Matt McGloin bounces back a bit. Matt McGloin does bounce. No, not his groin. Matt McGloin.
I thought that's why he was
Irish.
sucking.
He's Irish. He's Irish fellow over here. But I think...
Give me a Guinness.
McGloin has a bit of a bounce-back game here, and I don't think that the Guardians win this outright at all. I think St. Louis easily wins this outright. But, fun little fact here, guys. You guys like fun facts. The biggest underdog every weekend so far this XFL season has covered. Guess who the biggest underdog is?
The
Guardians.
The Guardians?
They're getting 10 points in this game. You give me double-digit points. Oh, very tempting in a young league. Very tempting in a young league. I think the Guardians lose outright, but they're going to cover. You take the 10 points, get out your hammer, and you smash the Guardians plus 10 over the St. Louis Battlehawks, even though the Battlehawks are going to win this one outright.
Did you go to a strip club before you gave me this money?
I did. That's why it
smell
smells like stripper.
Yeah.
It's a stripper. It's that stripper money. That's stripper money.
It's not the one that fell like 15 feet from the pole, was it?
No.
Okay.
She is out of commission.
Yeah,
because
I didn't see no blood on this one.
She's currently on the IR right now. But
Retired.
we're going to move on to our final game of the weekend, the Sunday 5 p.m. kickoff. You got the undefeated DC Defenders traveling on the road for the first time this season, taking on the LA Wildcats, who are 0-2. 2 wins to no losses. Going against a team with no wins and 2 losses. Excuse me if I think DC is going to deal with them, okay? Let's just be real here. LA, Josh Johnson, most experienced quarterback in the XFL. NFL experience-wise, I'm saying. He was a journeyman in the NFL, was a backup most of his career, but sometimes got some stats. He looked better under center than the other guy in week 1 when they lost to the Roughnecks. But they still lost to Dallas last week, and LA's defense stinks. They stink. P.U. Get out of here.
Oh, I thought it was this money, but
it's that LA defense.
It was that LA.
And I think DC is just going to be too much for him to handle offensively and defensively. Cardale Jones is going to go out there, probably throw another 2-3 touchdowns. I think this Ross guy was an LA player, got traded before the season started. He seems a little upset. I saw he was tweeting out some stuff at the Wildcats. I think Ross has himself a big game. DC wins this by double digits. They're 8-point favorites right now, so you lay down the 8, you take the DC Defenders, get out your hammer, and you smash the Defenders -8 over the Wildcats. You're going to be a very rich man or a woman if you just listen to what we say. So what do we do? Let's recap what we're doing this weekend, all right? We're going to go with the Roughnecks. -6.5 over the Vipers. We're going to go with the Renegades. -5 over the Dragons. We're going to go with the Guardians. Getting 10 points over the Battlehawks. And the DC Defenders -8 over the LA Wildcats. That's what you're going to do. You're going to bet all your money on it. You're going to be a very rich man or woman. And you're going to thank us next week on another episode of Bet the House.
No, I like this money. Never mind.
That's right.